I almost got scolded just because I wanted to share my stream. They thought it was a video. Hello. Okay, we're going to discuss very, I wouldn't say subjective nor a sensitive kind of topic, but it's regarding Eevee. Eevee was a mistake. I tell you why. We are, by the way, I don't remember the name of this city, so I'm going to just here. Herdom City. Herdom City. The only thing you have to know about this place is basically you have Fantina's gym here. You have a sort of Pokemon contest, but with the extra steps of the muffins and the Amity place. You basically go with the Pokemon here. Only with a starter, but yeah, and sometimes they pick up stuff. By the way, there's a mini puzzle here. You keep on digging into this cave and eventually you will find whatever the items, which are not exactly that good. You can get a TM, I don't remember if it was a track, and something about hidden power maybe. Yeah, if you talk your Pokemon, yeah, you can get free items. That's pretty much it. Nothing worth to spend time if you are rushing in time, which is my case, by the way. Let me see if I got the permission. Thank you very much. I have the approbation of one of the mods. So you'll have to see me. I keep that in mind. Yeah, I understand what the mod says, because sometimes people just jumping into Discord, they spit their links and they never interact with the people nor the rules. They don't even read the rules. But yeah, that's something but for another video. Today we're going to talk about Eevee and how to evolve the little one. As you know, we don't have Sylveon because this is particularly generation 4. Wait, let me just close Discord. Okay, you just have Pokemon and polling content promotion. Give the message to the team. Oh. What a kind sir. Okay, back to the this is real time here. Back to the topic. Do we have any Eevee that we could say is superior to the other evolutions? The answer is yes and no. And I'll tell you why. Because in Nuzlocke, your main stat is HP. It's not attack, it's not speed, it's not special attack, I mean, if you are a player like me who enjoys the canon classes, so be it, but everywhere else you will rather get bulky Pokemons, and you can get that either with a lot of HP, which is the easier mode, or with having a Pokemon with double types like Bronzong. Now, how do you pick the most efficient Eevee under evolution for you? The answer is pretty simple. You want balance between what you have in your team and, in this case, you have to check on the nature of the Pokemon, because in the end game that's going to make the whole difference. If you are not familiar with the natures and how they affect the stats, I will say you will lose between 100 and half of the stat you could get potentially anywhere else. For example, Flareon is probably the less useful out of the evolutions. Why? Because at least on this generation, sure, he could get Flare Blitz, but that's a lot of hassle. Other than that, he's a physical sweeper, and in this generation we don't really have anything besides Fire Fang. And that's not the most powerful attack. And the funny part is that Flareon can learn Flamethrower, all the special attack fire attacks, but the other stats are a complete waste. And if you, for example, have an Eevee that has a lot of special attack but not enough attack, and you decide to get a Flareon, then yeah, you will have a Pokemon that won't hit as hard as you wish. So let's put my Vincent. I call Vincent because, by the way, I'm in the middle of a challenge for Vtubers in a community called V-Stars. You only have to put in a browser Pokemon Nature. And you will receive a quick scheme, a quick input about the stats, which is basically you will have a plus in one stat and a less in other, addition and subtraction. There are some specific natures, 5 of them, that are neutral, so don't worry too much about it. So for example, mine is lonely. That means the attack of my Eevee will be getting the plus, and the defense will receive, in the other hand, a negative amount, which means, for example, which could be a good Eevee for me. I have 3 candidates, but it's personally based on my other Pokemons. Let me show you really quick. As you can see, I have plenty of aqua, water types. Is it a bad thing per se? Nope. Now, I do personally consider Vaporeon is such a great evolution because it has a lot of HP, it has a lot of special defense, and if you build them good enough, it could get enough defense in terms of physical defense as well. Now, considering I have a lot of water types, getting a Vaporeon will be asking to get killed by any grass, any thunder, electric. Sorry if I keep messing the names because I'm more used to the Japanese version of the game. It just happens. But other than that, you normally pick the Eevee based on the balance of the team, because I don't remember if it was, maybe it was in the last gym, the egg gym of the game. You have to face the Electrike gym. And yeah, if let's say I go with my current team, which is all but water, give me my Pokemon. If I were to go with exactly this team, I will die. That's it, period. Because even if I could get an Infernape by that point of the game, Luxray could kill me in 2 hits. And the problem with Infernape, with my Fire Monkey, is that all of their high gain attacks have recoil. Flarebeats have recoil. Close combat doesn't have a recoil, but the problem is that it has a debuff into my stats. So if I ever launch close combat, I have to change my Pokemon. And yeah, as you can see, Poliwrath is just my dead father. Floatzel is a glass cannon as well. It's super useful, but at the same time it's not that powerful. So yeah, Vaporeon is out of the question. Now, who could be then a good option? We're going to find out. For my luck, before facing Fantina, I did my homework. And my homework was basically ignoring the rest of the trainers before getting here. So what we're going to do is to train my little guy. But not here. La Roselia. Hello, the Reg 17. We're going to explore the possibilities of Eevee. But at the same time, I don't want to die. So, as you know, we're going to put my Bagua in front and to test my luck. Normally for a Nuzlocke, Espion is the best evolution, but you might need Leafeon. If we are talking about general conventions, it's between three Pokemons. Espion, because the special attack is amazing, it's insane, it's one of the best magical sweepers. Umbreon, because he's super bulky. Moonlight, toxic. Everything just is annoying to face an Umbreon. Now that I think about, I forgot to catch up Pokemon on this area, at least in the part of the water. And now the first Pokemon that comes to the mind when people want to get a proper evolution will be Vaporeon, because again it has a lot of HP, a lot of special defense and physical defense. Personally, me, which is a completely different story, I'm going for Leafeon. Why Leafeon? There are two reasons, or at least three reasons as of why I want a Leafeon. Because Leafeon has a lot of attack, defense, and decent amount of speed. Because Leafeon can learn, was it Razor Blade, which is a physical grass type, and at least in this generation that was rare. Yeah, I know Leafeon is kinda niche when it comes to deciding into the Pokemon. I was between Espion and Leafeon. Why do I avoid Espion? The reason is simple, because I have to think about the Elite Four, and in the big scheme of the universe, Espion cannot make anything against the Elite Four. And while in the meantime, Leafeon can destroy 1, 2 of the previous Elite Four, and for the last battle against Cynthia, Leafeon can be pretty bulky, and that's not the case for Umbreon. Now, is Umbreon a bad Pokemon for a Nuzlocke? Absolutely no. If you can combo with Moonlight, if you can know when to launch, for example, let's say I don't have anything, let's say I don't have anything to face Fantina right now. I would recommend to get an Umbreon, because Umbreon could destroy whatever Fantina launches. And making the whole grinding up to level 25 is not that big of an issue on a Nuzlocke randomized, at least. So what? Dragonite, no. Okay, I have Belmont, so I shall be. Dragon Rage. Okay, I have some options here, but I need to think properly. Okay. Okay. The problem with Dragonite is that it has the Parahax. That's my main concern. Phew! Okay. I'm going to try to put Hypnosis on Dragonite, and I'll grind a little, because I don't want to lose my other Pokemon. Bakwa can die for all I care. So yeah, let's try. Thank you, Bakwa, thank you. Now, let's see. Maybe Monkey and throw in some fire attacks. Or maybe Nimu and throw in some takedown. Yeah, Monkey. Monkey is my guy here. Nice. Nice. Phew! Somehow we survived. I need to buy some potions for the future. It was so unbelievable. Okay. I know I'm celebrating just because of that. By the way, hello, live in Nexus. I'm going to put Quick Claw. It was all according to the plan. No, yeah, I was extremely lucky. I thought I would lose at least one Pokemon, but yeah. I was ready to use Bakwa as my dead father, then calling on Monkey and use some firewalls as a revenge killer, basically. Now I'm not using the bell on Vincent because I want a Legion, because there is the small possibility to get an Espion, because we are on the time of the day when it could evolve based on the leg of the die of the die of the leg of the lifetime. There we go. And why do I want a Legion again? Because I want a physical sweeper, because all of my water types are, you know, a weird combination between a water, physical and special attack sweeper, which is kinda, you know, lame. Let's go back to Eternal Forest. Yeah, that's the idea, but I'm going to use some repel because okay, safe. Phew. I'm going to put my Cocoa because worst case scenario, if I happen to find any sort of gimmicky fight like the last one, at least Cocoa has stun spore, so yeah. And I'm going to trade for Sesai. Okay. Now back to the forest. Yeah, there is no point trying to grind the little shield on. So then again, would I recommend an Espion or an Umbreon above Legion? The answer is probably yes, because Umbreon can just carry any difficult fight on the wild, and I'm not saying specifically about the gym or the trainers. If you are on the wild grass and you cannot see yourself winning a battle, you can just call your real Umbreon and spam Moonlight, spam Paralyze, spam Toxic, spam Wish, and the Pokemon will slowly die and you'll be, you know, tanking. Umbreon is the most conservative kind of Pokemon for a Nuzlocke. Espion, in the other hand, is quite the opposite. If you want an Espion, I respect you. Because it's super powerful. You can use any late game TM and it will basically one-hit KO any non-bulky Pokemons. But other than that, if you trade But if you make the wrong exchange, the problem will be that you will lose just as easily. Espion. So if you want an espion, make your homework and be ready to be scared for half of the battles that are not in your favor. Speaking of being scared, because in this particular area there is a wall of it, so I'm going to avoid that as much as I can. And there we go. We made it to the forest alive. Now here's a quick tip. Most of the people think that you have to be, you know, in the cross part of the... what's the name of the rock? Of the rock of moss. But that's not true. You can just go in the whole range. Let's see. Monkey. So now, as long as we can be training in this whole section, our Eevee shall become a Leafeon. So, Nemo, item, take, and now my Vincent, my Eevee will become... oh. Saving a lot of data, that's basically 20 megabytes. We can't just make this. Sure. I mean, but then again, don't be scared, you can just move around this whole area and your Eevee will just evolve as quickly. I'm going to trade because I don't really want to pass the cap on Bakwa. So at some point I will have to change my Bakwa for my monkey. And there we go. Now, is it mandatory to get a Leafeon before facing Fantina? The answer is yes. Why? Because Fantina has a Miss Magius, and other than being a Phantom, and at this point of the game we don't really have nothing against Phantom. I keep calling Phantom, but it's Ghost. In my head, I keep translating from the Japanese to the English, which is a sort of a challenge by itself. But yeah, the problem with Magus is not just getting ghost type moves, but she actually have Psybeam, which is a psychic move. She has magic was it magic leaf? Yes, magic leaf, and which is a grass type, and as you know, my team consists in basically lots of water. And yeah, that could kill at least half of my team. So my plan here is to get a lithium, to train the little one just enough to tank against Miss Magius, and if I'm lucky, that should be enough. And when I'm saying to tank, what I'm saying is that I really want to just trade when my Pokemon becomes confused or has some sort of debuff on the way. I just will trade with Leafeon. Leafeon will just give me enough time to gather my thoughts, and yeah, that should be enough. But again, if you want to play as conservative as possible, yeah, then go for an Umbreon. If you think in the long game, go for a Vaporeon. If you are a mad lad, go for Espion. The others are more. I mean, Jolteon is good, but kinda useless in this generation. I mean, right, sure, he can learn Energy Ball, but there are many other better options for Energy Ball, to be honest. I want a monkey. I want an Ambipom. Okay, there we go. We made it. Let's go. Now let's check on my stats. As I said before, one of the main reasons why I didn't pick Umbreon and I decided to go for Leafeon was this. It has a lonely nature, which means more attack and less defense. And as you know, Umbreon is a lot of special and physical defense. The attack of Umbreon doesn't matter at all. In the other hand, Leafeon, and I just had to catch up with the rest of the team. Exactly. Now Leafeon, in the other hand, can sacrifice a little of defense, considering I mainly want to build the guy around attack and speed. So as you can see, he's over the 60 line, which at this point of the game is a lot, and the speed is the 50 line, and the defense should be, you know, almost on the same line to the attack, but because it's lonely, it will be, you know, there will be this little gap between them, so it doesn't matter. It's all fair and good in my book. Now, for an Umbreon, that will be a lame Umbreon. So yeah, let's go back to a safer spot to train, because the forest has some undecided Pokemons like Electrode, like Gastrodon. I mean, sure, I could just... I forgot the little champ here. But that's fine. Two psychic moves on water, and I have the worst possible team against them. Okay, Vakwa, do your thing. Okay, Vakwa is on the cap. And I forgot to heal my monkey. I cannot afford to lose my monkey for now. Again, let me say this. Avoid this Shuto as much as you can until you can get a decent team. And when I mean a decent, I mean at least 5 more levels for this team. Oh, and now Nemo gives me the rare candy that Cole had saved. All that unnecessary danger. Thank you, Nemo. Is the ice Eevee the worst one? No. The worst one is Flareon. Who else? Yeah, Flareon and the ice one. I don't even remember the name of the ice evolution. Glaceon. There we go. Glaceon is again, it's the same situation than Flareon. You don't really have enough physical ice moves on this generation, and all that it can learn at this point in generation 4 is a special kind of attacks, and we don't really want another Flareon scenario where it's physical but it can learn special, which is, you know, kind of unfortunate, and that's our issue with Glaceon and Flareon. Flareon and Glaceon in other generations are way better, and when I mean other, I mean newer, from generation 5 and so forth. We have more. You can get Glaceon until the road before the 7th June. Yeah, it's a shame because you have to keep your Eevee on the box. You have to think where you can use the Eeveelution, and for Nuzlocke, Eevee should come to your team as soon as possible. So yeah, keep this in mind. Glaceon is fancy and all, but it's in the, for many reasons, probably the worst. All together with Flareon. Flareon is just sad. And Jolteon is a worse espion, with the difference that at least Jolteon can paralyze the opponent. Nope. Let me see. First I need to save my Vakua. Again, leave at least one useful Pokemon on the box, in the worst case scenario that you lose. For example, let's say Dragonite destroy my whole team. At least I can go back and I don't know, claim Bakwa, claim Taiga, claim Azeroth, claim Sisal, and yeah, we have this little explosive Pokemon that needs a lot of work, but in the end is one of the best pieces for your team. Yep, if you lose your wall, your whole team is over. Yeah, you can go back to the box, at least for this Nuzlocke. As long as you have one Pokemon in your box, it doesn't matter if it's a combi, you can just go back to any tree, any place with water, and test your luck with the Pokeballs, because as you know, combis can take more than a couple of hits, but we are not planning to reach that scenario. It could just happen, however. This is why I saved some spots. Okay, now we're going to fight. Easy. Now, if I remember properly, we can catch the Pokemon on this honey tree. Even when I say that we should save some spots, I'm going to face whatever the RNG has for me. Okay, we have a Vormi. Vormi is Burmy is it doesn't serve any particular purpose. Maybe we could get the steel type version, just because steel is always OP, and at the same time when he becomes steel, he gains a lot of defense, but other than that, Burmy is a Pokemon you normally will ignore. For this particular team that I have, however, Burmy, I cannot afford myself to not make the steel version of it, at least until I can get another steel type like Magneton or the Skarmory I had to release. So yeah, let's try our best. Cocoa, go! Thank you, Cocoa. Again, paralysis. Shed skin, of course. I think. Woohoo! Close enough. And now I'm going to put my Lamy. There we go. As for a name, there are not many Vtubers that are bugs. There are a couple of mods, but other than that, let me think a little. I'm going to put a completely random name. I'm going to call you Babel. Why Babel? Because I want to make a huge wall out of the little bug. And I don't know why. Oh, I forgot. I cannot use honey anymore, but I'll just ignore. And now we're going to train. Thank you. Take care of Cricket Dog because revenge can easily destroy anything in your thing. Even at level 12, yeah, can make a lot of damage. Another tricky Pokemon. Seeking can perform a lot of damage, has a lot of life, has a lot of potential critical hits, so take care against Seeking. Don't underestimate Seeking. Especially when she debuff your team. Or we're going up to level 25 because there is a possibility to just go back to the bike route and face some trainers for easy experience, so we don't really want to reach the cap before the fight, so level 25 should be enough. Again, if you have a Pokemon with pickup, do your thing. Grind, walk for hours, do whatever you have to do, and yeah, get a lot of freebies because Nuzlocke is about resources. Having a Metagross on a Garchomp. I still can't believe I wasn't able to catch two Metangs out of my first encounters. That would have been GG. Now let me explore my possibilities, because I could make, since I'm here, well, not here, but whenever I find a proper city, I could train my little Babel into the steel type. Maybe I'm going to save that for the next stream after this one, because my main goal here is to give my Leafeon some use. And how can I make my Leafeon useful? Well, getting some grass type moves. Everything is welcome. At this point, absorb could be enough. The 89 I'm using is so efficient. It's so efficient. Let me just give you an insight. The Shell Bell, maybe in the main game, is, you know, hours, leftovers, but when you are going to grind, put to your first Pokemon the shovel, and you will never have to go back to the Pokemon Center. Of course, other than getting enough PPs. I've been thinking recently, what if my opponents get an OP unit? Like a Metagross and a Garchomp, a Togekiss. How can I make a proper strategy against those Pokemon? Garchomp is Sword Dance and Earthquake and GG. So you gotta better carry some ice type moves. Which is not my case, by the way. Other than my guy here, Belmont, with his ice fan. And my Frostlass, and yeah. But against a Metagross, oh. This is why I normally just pay attention with my extra eye to the other streams to see what they are catching. For example, I know someone got a Lapras and a Milotic on his team. And how lucky you have to be to catch a bloody Lapras and a Milotic. Why, Narman? I mean, it's hard to catch in the sense that I have to pull the Lapras somehow. And it's super bulky. Let's see. Lapras is at the same time maybe not that great for the game and maybe not that great for PvP, but for a newbie it's amazing. For a newbie, Lapras is, you know, has enough HP, has enough special defense, has a kind of an interesting move pool, can put the enemies to sleep, can body slam for the Farahacks, and Surf is always good just to spam Surf, despite the fact that Lapras can deal enough damage because it's more of a bulky Pokemon and she could just spam Toxic or use I don't remember the name of the attack that kills the Pokemon in 3 turns. Perish Song. There we go. So yeah, Lapras is more of a gimmicky Pokemon. Thank you, Darkred. Lapras is like Altaria. Altaria is not that strong, but it has a lot of stun kind of moves. Lapras can paralyze with Dragon Breath. Lapras no, Altaria. Altaria can paralyze with Dragon Breath. Can paralyze with Thunder Wave because it can learn said move, and it has Eeveelution as well. And since it's Dragon and flying, it has a lot of special defense and defense. It's super hard to deal with, so whatever you do on a Nuzlocke, you need the ice move in a proper Pokemon. Okay, so back to this. Now I'm going for a Donphan because we are this close. There we go. I mean, it will take a lot of time to make our Nemu useful, because for the earthquake she will learn in the level near the 40s. I don't remember exactly, but at least Nemu now as a Donphan has a Sturdy. Sturdy is the kind of movement you really want in at least one of your Pokemons, especially in the Dead Father, because it can tank any attack and not die. So let's say, let's go back to the Dragonite scenario. If I just put my Nemu, knowing that my opponent is going to launch a powerful attack, and preferably one with a long cooldown, like Hyper Beam for example, whatever, I just trade to my Nemu, take that one hit, then trade again and kill the Pokemon with its own cooldown. So yeah, you are The only reason why I decided to evolve Nemo before the next gym battle is because I want the stats. As you can see, it can do nothing against Fantina. Only roll out, and that's basically gambling, but other than that, nothing. Because Miss Magius is a special attack, and as you can see, Donphan is only defense. So yeah, at least for the rest of the fights, when I need to force a trade, I'm going to put Nemo, knowing that it will take one hit. Granted, and that's better than gambling between, you know, Bakwa and a random RNG and not expecting the worst. Also, where's my... Being a ground type, I can just trade when I know my opponent is going to use a Paracax. So yeah, it's all fair and good. Now that I have... Now who else needs some love? Let me check quickly about my Vermi, because I'm sure I cannot evolve the little guy now in the form I want, but let me try. So yeah, it could become a Motin. Motin is not that good. Oh, never mind. It has to be female. So I can get the War Madame form, which is level 20 in the buildings. So yeah, no War Madame for me, only Modim. I have the worst luck with the genders. I have a male combi, now I have a male Burmy, but hey, I have a shiny. You have a female snare. Yeah, that compensates. Again, Frostless is OP, but you have to be careful. It's the same scenario than Espion. It's a cannon glass. It's really powerful, but one bad trade and yeah, GG. I need to put more love into my HM slave basically, so that's what I'm going to do. Not for a long time though. Coward! Give me back my PP. If I can get a motive before reaching the gap, I will be super happy. Turtleroso. So yeah, so far all is being really good for me. I mean, moting against Fantina, you know, being a bug, could survive a lot, if not most, of the attacks of the Miss Magus. This is why I'm going to train the little bug here. We are really close. We're going gas because I have to keep repeating this, but the tournament will be on the second week of September, but the Nuzlocke will finish on the end of the month. So yeah, we have to keep the balance between not overgrinding and at the same time not committing, you know, unfair decisions for our team. Okay, so as soon as I can get my moting, we're going to move into the next area, which is Hermos Run. Which is the bike route. That's another place for easy experience, which is why I save and ignore most of the bikers before. Is there a prize for the tournament? The answer is nope. Only flex rights. but for me, I just want to have fun. Also, there is no content I call update because Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is still glitchy. So what it was, that or drawing? And oh no. Oh god. Yeah, it means it seems to have gotten better. We are on the raid with Primo again, and I really have Primo, so maybe they just put the filler event on purpose just to test if the game is still working, but I have to check properly, and I'm going to lose a Pokemon. Encore. There we go. Phew. Phew. Save, 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 save. Yeah, they're kinda running short on time because, you know, they have to launch the pendulum event on 1 week, so maybe they are just trying to pull as many random events as possible, but at the same time they have to keep with the lore of the actual 5DS world, which was lacking. So yeah, in a nutshell, they have a tight deadline. Congratulations, your Babel evolved into a modem. Me too. RV War is finally coming out and I'm legit excited for it. Me too, and I cannot wait for the mayhem, for the chaos, but most importantly for the combos. I can't wait to play DDD. Or maybe Magic Spectre? No. Draco Ignister, that would be amazing. Okay, another thing about Motim is that it has Swarm. Swarm, as I said before, is a skill that allows you not only to increase the attack of bug type moves, but also to get more random encounters out of the grass if you want to. So if you need to grind quickly, just put a Pokemon with Swarm on the first slot of your team. No, Ignister is do you know the Draco Ignister? It is the previous form of the true Draco. They used to be pendulum. They have a fusion, they have some pendulums, they have a synchro, but I don't remember because again it was a previous form of the true Draco. But it was something like Draco Gnister, Draco Knight, Draco something, and yeah, they are super OP. No, it wasn't in the anime. It's a TCG thing. Okay, so I have my Babel, Babel. I have my Velmon on level 24. I could train my Cocoa and Lamy, but at the same time, I don't want to extend my playtime a lot. So we're going back to the bike route. I'm going to train a little my Cocoa. I mean, I could train Azeroth a little. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep on my Velmon a little. Just a little extra push. The shovel is just, I cannot emphasize enough how useful it is. I don't know why people keep forgetting about it. I'm going to change my text now that I think about. Because I'm confident enough that whatever it happens against Fantina, we should be fine. And whatever happens, happens. Say some random anime cowboy. I'm feeling the effect of not eating properly before the stream. I love Body Slam because not only of the parahack, which is amazing per se, but Body Slam has 70 points of damage. Also it's so easy to learn, so when you want to grind a Pokemon that you don't have any advantage, just kill them with Body Slam. I mean, particularly against Fantina, it's useless, but after that battle, The only issue is that most of the time, Body Slam can be learned only by weak Pokémons or slow Pokémons. For example, Snorlax is an amazing Pokémon and he can learn Body Slam. Miltank is another great Pokémon and it has Body Slam. Which else? Zigzagoon can learn Body Slam, but you know, it's a Zigzagoon. Lapras can learn Body Slam. I mean, it's more of a way to compensate for having a bad speed, but I don't know, imagine a Taurus with Body Slam. Yay! The fascinating world of grinding is almost over. Wait. Yeah, one level on Lamy, and we'll go back to the bike route. Hold on for a second. Let's say I found a scorpion in the middle of the desert and I had to take care of it. Now, Warren is an interesting Pokemon because it's super slow, it's super bulky, but since it's ice, it's super weak to most of the Pokemons around. But if you can put the little Warren in a proper fight, he can either be your physical, your special wall, tank anything that's not super effective, and kill the opponent. You put substitute, you put toxic, and you sleep. And sleep talk. Basically that's all you have to do with Warren. And of course, if you want to think about just the game, Surf, Body Slam, and what else? Ice Beam. So yeah, Warren, you have to take special care in how to train the little Warren, but once you have it, for example, I have Double Team. I'm going to trade my Double Team for Protect, but I know that sometimes it's more convenient to just have Double Team on a bulky Pokemon. Wait, never mind, I was talking about Lamy. Yeah, Lamy was the one that lost Double Team for Protect, and I kinda agree, because for PvP at least Protect is the kind of skill I want to use, mainly because I know when my opponent is going to attack me with a specific move, and when they want me to trade. So instead of trading, I'm going to make the mind game and use Protect to just continue sweeping. I could even get my Frostlass with a substitute, predicting the chance, the trade, and I could make substitute, then Protect to recover some HP with leftovers, and yeah, sounds like a plan. Shadow Ball on Ice Beam spamming, GG. We don't need a speed this time. Oh, I forgot my Polyrod. What a waste of a repel. Now, A rule of this Nuzlocke. Let's say my Vaqua becomes level 27. The question is, can I wrong place. The question is, can I keep using my Vaqua on the wild area? And the answer is yes, of course. You only can't use Vaqua on the gym. Oh, never mind. It was here, yeah. No, it wasn't here. I think I'm completely lost. Oh, never mind. Wait. No. Yep. I'm lost. I mean, I'm here, so I might buy some stuff as well. So yeah, let's go. I need to save some money for some super and ultra balls. I have to keep this in mind. There we go. I love when I can get a Pokemon with such a type cover. Okay, so for the last part of the streaming, we're getting back to the city. We are going to finish the bike route, and then for the next one, Fantina is coming. Wait, because Belmont is on the cap and I need to change my Pokemon. Maybe the monkey, maybe Cesar, maybe a ver. Yeah, Cesar. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Oh, I understand. It's on this way. To reach Fantina again. But what I say I was going to do is to check properly on the bike route. Why? Because there is a lot of money out of the trainers. So yeah. Easy. Ah, I'm so hungry. Don't worry, that will be fixed in a couple of minutes. Okay, let's go. We are done with the bike route, which is completely annoying for me. Now I'm going, as I said before, I'm going to save all the bottom part of the bike route for now, because I want to catch more Pokemon. There is no plural form of Pokemon. See, I just have to cut the trees and yeah, explore a little. If it wasn't a randomized Nuzlocke, you could get a Gabite here. I mean a Gibble here. But since that's not the case, taking any risk into the cave, it's worthless. I'm going to use, speaking of risks, I'm going to use some repel. Same for this cave. If I want to explore the cave properly, I need 10 levels. Perfectly calculated. Or that's what I like to think. Wait, Little girl. Oh, I forgot about the Pokemon, the Spiritomb. Spiritomb is a great Pokemon to have on in any party. But I don't know. Some people call it legendary, but for me it's just an event Pokemon. I'm going to ask. Yep. We're back home, baby. I forgot. I can fight the little clown here. Nope, not anymore. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all the items for me. And now we make a conscious team for Fantina, because again Fantina could easily be defeated by us, but at the same time, in order to defeat Fantina, we might lose one Pokemon. Now the real challenge is not to defeat her. The real challenge is to defeat her without losing a Pokemon. And that's what I'm aiming to do. So let's see. Monkey, obviously. Belmont, obviously. Actually, I'm going to move all. Okay, so Monkey, Bakua, Belmont, and Nimu. Well, maybe Nimu no. And Lamy. Why Lamy? Because Lamy has bite. And it's ice. And as you know, ice is pretty good against any grass type move. Now I'm between using Bubble, Vincent, or Cocoa against the Side Beam and against the Magic Leaf. So I'm going to put my Vincent and now I could use Exile at the risk of getting defeated by Magic Leaf. Or I could put a Babel, which is under level, but the Side Beam wouldn't do nothing against the little powers. So yeah, it's between Babel, Belmont, and Cocoa. because I don't want to risk my sesile. And Azeroth, for this particular fight, is not the way to go. Yeah, go. Go has more speed, maybe? Yep, absolutely. You should keep Belmont in case shiny crocodile dies. Yeah, because I cannot afford to lose my HM slave. I know some people like to use the dead Pokemon, but for me that's a waste of a slot. So if I have to pick between the HM slave and a shiny, I'm going to pick the HM slave. That's why I put my shiny Belmont over Sesile and over, you know, the normal Belmont. So yeah, normally I wouldn't even use my Belmont. I will try to use Motim, I will try to use Spill or anything else, but I want that little amount of risk. I just remembered about the berries. The Rindo berry could save my Belmont, but just one time. Okay. You shall forgive me, but I'm going to leave. on such a cliffhanger. I'm going to take a capture because maybe one of them might die. That's not my goal. My goal is to keep them safe, to keep them healthy. I don't really think I could keep them until the very end, because I have plans for Togekiss, I have plans for Walrein, I have plans for other free Pokemon that I cannot mention until they appear. But yeah, once I'm done with this battle, some of these faces that are familiar won't be here on my team anymore. So yeah, this is my team for this particular moment, and I'm going to embrace it, which means that I'm going to take a break from here. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to face Fantina, because yesterday when I tried to make 2 streams in a row, I felt completely exhausted, and I need to train a little on that sense. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.